Hey everybody, KC here. So there was an interesting survey that I was just reading about something like 1/5 of San Francisco Bay Area CEOs are saying that even as the problems with the pandemic wind down, they're still going to allow their employees to continue to work from home. We know that I guess Google and Facebook have said that their employees can work from home at least until the end of the year. Amazon has said their office employees can work at least through October. Those things could continue to be extended out depending on how the pandemic shapes up. And it really raises an interesting question, right? For so many of these companies, and in places like San Francisco or Seattle or New York, I mean, if you're going to allow your people to work from home, why do you need all that expensive office space? I have to wonder if Amazon's looking around South Lake Union in Seattle a little bit and maybe we overbuilt. And it's a really interesting problem. One of the things that people have found is that a lot of people who were living in the city are now moving to the suburbs. Go figure. The suburbs are hot again. I'm sitting in the suburbs, right in Connecticut. And suddenly this is where people want to live, which is really kind of interesting. After a time when there's been so much conversation about the urbanization of America, that people wanted to live in urban environments. They wanted to have smaller places. They didn't necessarily want to own cars. They didn't need a house with a basement. They were getting married later. They weren't going to have a lot of kids. All things which seem to challenge so many of the marketing and strategic decisions that so many retailers had made. Well, maybe those decisions were actually good ones now because people are changing their desires, at least in the short term. We'll see. One of the things I do think that will happen is that you're going to find suburban locations adopting somewhat urban approaches to things like downtown development, things like that. Here in my town in Connecticut, we have a great guy. His name is David Genovese. And he's building a downtown development that is going to have a lot of the accoutrements and a lot of the appeal as if you lived in a small city. And I think his timing is absolutely right on that. So yeah, go figure. The suburbs may be hot again. Although I got to tell you, for me, this is content guy may not agree with me on this one. I still want to move to Portland, Oregon. I still want to live in a city, but I tend to be either contrarian or a little bit behind the times. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.